Crazy, bro. Hi, K. I think I got too many passwords.
You know what I got too many of?
What you got too many of?
Too many hoes.
Welcome to the special call talk with our guest host, Mr. Bitches over here. I say,
Wait, are we live?
excuse the hell out of me. Clearly, we're live. Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, this nigga said I got too.
That's
too
all right.
many.
My bitches know I love
Wait,
them.
what it say? How many? How many of you?
How many people gonna be there?
Oh
Damn.
my goodness!
There was about 4 or 5 of y'all that was like, "You gonna be on campus?" I was like,
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
It's like, nah, I'm chatting.
Nah. Too late. They filmed this hurt. Clearly, this guy.
I'm dead.
Welcome to another episode of
The Special Club Talk Podcast, live from WCCR. Sounds like Camden.
Oh my goodness, This guy wants a record deal bad. Oh my, put on a radio voice and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, sound like the quiet storm.
DJ Diamond Cut.
Said,
Bong, bong, bong.
Turn it on, doom, 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 doom. Do, 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 do.
Hey girl, ain't no mystery. At least, as far as I can see, I wanna meet you here, laying next to me, while we make sweet love between the
sheets. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, baby. I was like,
Yo, Josh backup vocals. Yo, he stole the show. Yo, who was born from 2020 Tone that stole the show on
yes,
on
bro.
Diary by Alicia Keys, bro. He had a point to prove with his vocals, bro. I've never heard a backup singer go that crazy in my life.
Bro, sometimes backup, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes backup singer, I respect them because they gotta do their thing. Because honestly, like a backup singer's job is so important to just hold the melody right there to make it sound clean.
Facts.
That's a very important job. So if you do your job well, I gotta respect it.
Know your fucking role, guys.
Exactly. Hey, listen.
And excel at that role.
And we get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? If you get to the corner and shoot some threes, we going to the finals every single time.
Not with the Bucks looking like the Bucks.
I don't know.
Actually, they've been getting scraped.
I say a certain team in South Beach put up some numbers against them. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Certain Tyler Hero.
I don't know. Shout out Tyler Hero.
Shout out T-Ballin'.
Shout out Tyler Hero and Tyler LeBrie. And it's like that.
I woke
oh
up
my
feeling...
God. I feel like every episode. We're on like 5 episodes. This is probably episode 5, right?
Episode 6.
Episode 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I feel like every episode we reference
6 weeks, right? Isn't that
6
crazy?
weeks?
Yeah.
Really? Dang.
9:29 we started. That's crazy. 9:27 right now. I mean 10:27.
Bad, dang, we've been moving. Shout out us. I feel like every episode we reference the group chat. Every single episode.
Hey, I mean, well, let's keep the streak going. Snapchat
sure.
streak going crazy right
Hey,
now.
yo, Snapchat, yo.
If you still using Snapchat, you're a loser, buddy.
Pretty much.
Like I didn't post on Saturday to promote the podcast. I'm everywhere. No cap. I re-downloaded Snapchat just because I was dating Jay Smiley. She had that doing all crazy. So like,
oh, so you had to be there to watch what was going on.
Not even so much watch, but like she was so active on there. It was like, how could I not have a streak with her? Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody,
Hey, yo, this dude came to pod today.
Come to pod or
So are you not entertained?
Oh, hold on. She just texted my phone. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck you,
yo, oh
That's
my goodness.
why. Yo.
No, I say shout out everybody tuned in at the moment. Shout out to the Battleship Quartet as always. Shout out Gangnam. Shout out everybody. Bro, you know what? You know what's like? This is about nothing, by the way. This doesn't relate to the episode at all. Because I almost did. I was filling out a form for something. Mm-hmm. And I accidentally... Well, no, I typed out my full name. I just typed out Joshua, but I had the lowercase J. I went back and fixed it. I hate when people put like their lowercase name. Like through. Like they don't capitalize the first letter in their first name or the first letter in second name. Like, bro, do you have any pride about who you are? Like, your name is Frank with a capital F. Put the capital F.
Dang. That joint said retrieving data or something. I don't know.
What the heck? That joint deaf. Okay. Well, Frank, how was your week? While I go fix that, how was your week?
I mean, my week was good. I mean, we came off the birthday vibes. My birthday was on Monday. Set the tone pretty good with that last weekend. Friday night, we went out, had a birthday dinner, Roof Chris, gang, Scorpion, Horseman, you heard me. Everybody showed me a lot of love. A lot of love. I get a lot of love in Jersey. You know what I mean? Like, so I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody in Philly that showed me love, everybody in Jersey, and everybody on the socials that give me well wishes. So some surprising people giving me well wishes, too. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't.
Surprises.
Huh?
Who was the surprise?
Oh, I ain't name drop. See, Josh be trying to get me in trouble. That's what he do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was just know it was a couple surprises that I was like, oh, like, you wish me happy birthday? Question mark.
You wish this to be a happy occasion for me?
Does this mean you love me?
Hey yo, what?
I'm crying.
Nah. Yeah. Definitely shout out to Frank's birthday. You know what I'm saying, my bro.
And Manny and Justin and Obadiah as well.
Shout out to all the OVO's very own October 25th/26th gang. Yeah. Shout out to all them guys out there turning up, getting lit. Went to Roof Chris, was a great experience. Very expensive experience.
Shit,
but,
I'm still missing bread from that joint.
Bro, I'm missing bread. Wow.
Shit.
My account look like you went where, my nigga? They said, yo, this got to be a fraudulent charge, bro. They said, bro, you know damn well you can't afford to go here. This got to be a fraudulent charge. I was like, I had to call the dude, call my phone to confirm the charge, big bro. I was like, look, big bro. I had to do it. Big bro.
Yo, that's how I felt when I paid the term bill. Mm-hmm. Because I put Roof Chris on my card, the whole bill on my card. Mm. Then I paid my term bill, which was $1,500 on top of that.
Crazy.
These bank accounts was like, you are acting unusual right now. Back to back? Like Drake? Like you charged up? Like you want to cover a lethal weapon?
Crazy.
Bruh. They was like, would you like to set up a payment plan with zero interest? I was like, good answer, Steve. Good answer. Hype.
I mean, I'm not trying to pay that, man. Shout out.
Listen.
I want to say shout out to Roof Chris, but then again, I don't because all right, okay. I'm going to give you all a real Roof Chris because everything I heard about that place was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'll tell you, the steak was fire. You know what I'm saying? I got my joint medium rare. Delicious. Cutting that joint up, enjoyed every piece of it.
Yeah.
But then I got the lobster mac and cheese that everybody be talking so wonderful about. Look, all I gotta say is I'm gonna phrase it like this, Frank, and you know the real one's gonna understand what I'm saying. To some people, that might be acceptable. But as for me and my house, as we serve the Lord, that was unacceptable mac and cheese.
Give him that Joshua Bible verse, bro.
That was unacceptable. Joshua 10:27.
Pastor Green making a back-to-back episode return.
Look, bro.
Oh,
bro,
shoot.
that joint was trash. If you go to Roof Chris,
Basura, you hear me?
Basura. If you go to, now I didn't get any of the mashed potatoes, but they told me that the mashed potatoes was trash. And I who said that? Zay and Justin said that. Said there was like some instant tasting joints, right?
Yeah.
So
allegedly.
So I'll say if you go to Roof Chris, you could skip out on the lobster mac and cheese.
If you go to Roof Chris, don't turn around.
Bro, get the steak and probably get yourself the. Did anybody else order a side that wasn't the mac and cheese? Or
Obi said the sweet potato casserole was hitting.
Okay, I trust them.
Them crab cakes was different.
Okay, so get the crab cakes. The calamari I had was actually the calamari was good.
You seen the little squid they put on that?
Yeah, bro. It was an actual squid up on that joint. Yeah, that one was alright.
I fucked that little thing up.
Hey yo,
that thing was like I inked. You remember that on the Finding Nemo?
I inked. That's crazy.
Yo, honestly though, in my opinion, I'm not a connoisseur.
You're not a connoisseur,
but I've traveled a little bit.
A little bit.
I couldn't help but compare the steak to Wagyu. That I had when I was in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Translation, that steak was not shit compared to the one in Abu Dhabi. The one in Abu Dhabi was bushing.
Ain't Wagyu like top, like top of the morning, top of the morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
that's right. Why that joint was like that?
That T-bone was like 2 thumbs down for that shit.
Word.
Compared to that, bro. Especially since they didn't make my steak Oscar style like I asked for at first. For those who don't know, Oscar style, according to Roof Chris, is just crab cake, cream sauce, and some asparagus on top.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't do that. They just threw it on there real quick because they forgot. And the steak cooked more during that time because the plate was so hot.
Yeah.
So by the time I got it, that thing was weller than Wellington. So I was like, ugh.
Word. Okay. I was say, because me, I got right to that joint. That joint was still bleeding. Not I mean. Getting the cutting. But word. All right. So before we get into the central topic of the day, we're going to play you some Cozy Clyde, you know what I'm saying? Get you relaxed, get you in the mood. Shout out, I don't know what you're doing throughout your day, whether you cooking, driving, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying? We lit. Gang, shout out Cozy. We're going to get you lit for a little bit.
Imagine a life with no stress. Well, I call you B and you call me Hove next. I can do it for you. I wanna get to know you, girl, and I take you to different places. Can't imagine, cause I wanna show you the world. Cause my people, we need love. Soon as you're home, come get your feet rubbed. Now I can give you 03 love, but can't explain the difference from the weed love. Flow smooth, marijuana stain shit. Yeah. But that's your favorite fragrance. And I ain't coming off disrespectful.
Yeah.
All different flavors I pick you. I stay in the back when you get
close.
Shout out my class president.
Shout out Cozy. Shout out Cozy. Check out Cozy Heartbreak. It's gonna be, well, on my page, if you follow me, he's in that music highlight section. I talked a little bit about last week.
Yes, sir.
So go check out Cozy. He on everything now, actually. He on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Yeah. Shout out Cozy. He out here working. But tell him shorty, I'm not coming all disrespectful. It's crazy. Just because, nigga, how you gonna tell me what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
So I said, tell him shorty, and I'm not coming off disrespectful. But like, Joe, with the fat ass. Like, yeah, my nigga.
I'm screaming.
No, he stop playing. But so what's the central topic of the day, Franklin?
So,
Mr. Frizzle.
The central topic is black women are beautiful, but let me refocus.
Black women are beautiful. Shout out to all the black women out there.
But let me refocus. Like now, the central topic of the day is basically cultural appreciation versus cultural appropriation. Why I made my hands like this, I don't know. But for some reason, it felt more profound.
It did. And, it set the hell out the mic. And it looked more profound, too, when you did it. We were like, appreciation. You know what I'm saying? It was like I'm expanding my mind. I said, listen, bro. You took the culture there. We with you. We rocking.
All right, bet. As long as they here with it. You know what I mean? So basically, I don't know if we have any Insecure fans by Issa Rae. That show, final season, I think it's season 5. There was an episode on there.
The final season?
Final season.
That show was mad popular, by the way. I'm not a fan of it just because
you should be.
I don't have HBO. So, you know what I'm saying? I do.
Oh, I put it on your TV.
Okay, see. Okay,
now you do.
Now I have HBO. Okay, so I have HBO apparently. But, no, I just never watched it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her, though, because that show was mad popular and people love it.
Yeah, and she's definitely somebody that you could look to for, like, somebody to inspire you as far as the directorial journey goes and, like, producer. Yeah. Because she did the whole 9 for that show and literally started off of YouTube. So, shout out to Issa Rae, man.
Bro, big shout out.
Definitely a major successful black woman. But her and her show is under fire right now because members of the AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority didn't like how Tiffany, which is I think her name is Amanda Seales in real life, but Tiffany on the show Insecure was repping an AKA outfit, and that sorority was represented inside the episode. It was like a college episode. I watched some of it, not all of it, but there was a lot of backlash because of that. So we just want to dive into cultural appreciation versus appropriation. We're going to start off with Greek life. So, I'm not the Greekiest of the Greeks. You feel me?
Not the Greekiest of the Greeks is crazy.
I am in a fraternity. It's the military.
The military is the one of the world's biggest, if not the biggest, world's biggest fraternity.
Facts, but I got that going on, and I can understand where there's protective measures in place, right? There's reactions when they're being represented in a certain light, and then I also kind of scratch my head when there's things like this was like essentially advertising, low-key, because it's a very popular show. A lot of eyes are on there. I didn't finish the episode, like I said, but I didn't feel as though the episode was diminishing them in any kind of way, right? And I'm not even gonna hold you. Before I seen her in that sorority outfit, like, how like certain sororities move, right?
Yeah.
And with all characters that I would make an AKA, it would definitely be Tiffany.
She fit the role.
She fit the role crazy because they're like the AKAs are like they are ladies, like so what they represent. Like they have that like that fancy. They wear the pearls. They look real polished and clean. So so what do you have as insight to the Greek life cultural appropriation versus appreciation?
So
'cause I was just kind of rambling.
No, you good. You're describing the situation. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who may not know. So you brought up the definition earlier of cultural appropriation. Do you still have that with you?
I got you. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
could you just bring that up and then I'll go from there?
Got you. So cultural appropriation is the unacknowledgement or inappropriate adoption of an element or elements of one culture or identity by members of another culture or identity. This can be controversial when members of a dominant culture, white people, culturally appropriate from minority cultures.
Okay. So, as for what she did, because Greek, obviously, like you said, fraternities and sororities, you know what I'm saying? That's a culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like you said, like, the U.S. military. Or, you know what I'm saying? U.S. military, you know what I'm saying? That's a big fraternity within itself.
And then,
then even inside of it, you know what I'm saying? You got the Marines. And even if you're the Marines, I'm special. You know what I'm saying? So I'm inside of my own fraternity. Inside of a, you know what I'm saying? So it breaks down and down. So I can get how somebody could be offended by her wearing that stuff because it's like, oh, no, this is my sorority. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's a very big thing to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to learn a lot. They got to know a lot. I said know a lot. They got to know a lot, you know?
Yeah.
To become, excuse me, people, to become one of those people. So, you know, I can understand how it can be upsetting.
Yeah.
But, and they're very protective about that type of stuff.
Right.
About anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even, I'm not sure if you remember that meme. It was kind of a meme. It was kind of like a post of the dude. He wore like the Q Halloween costume. And boy, he wore it. And then they was like, and then somebody commented. Bro, listen, look. It shows a while ago.
Dead.
I remember this show had me weak. Right. So bro wore the joint, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, oh, you joined? And he was like, nah. This is just my Halloween costume. And they was like,
wow.
They was like, oh, they gonna be upset about that. He was like, nigga, I'm a grown ass man. Somebody wanna fight me, they could see me. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like at the end of the day, it is what it is because he's a grown ass man. She's a grown woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're adults, so they're free to do whatever they want.
Question.
But these people are going to be upset about it because they feel like this is a sacred thing.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So, as a aspiring director extraordinaire yourself, right, and like, you know, somebody who is about to really graduate and get into this film world on a different level, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like there's gotta be like a little bit of grace here in this situation when you're representing something like this in a television show and they're actors and whatnot, right? Like, I feel as though if Issa went through all the proper channels and decided to show this in her TV show, that it really shouldn't be an issue, personally. So how do you feel about, like, representing, because, like, we brought up the military, right? Like, there's hella military movies.
Hella.
And, like, sometimes we laugh because people think that they understand because they've seen a couple movies that now, you know, whatever. But there's also hella, like, fraternity and sorority films out there. You mean Stump the Yard or like
Burning Sands,
like different movies that, like, show that lifestyle in a bit too. So, like, when do you say when on, like, certain, like, or give certain things a pass?
Right.
Like,
I feel like it's up to, like, that's the thing, you know, like, if she could, it's kind of like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not, because it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever, because at the end of the day, it's like, she's just acting on the show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, once the scene was over, she took the shirt off and put it back in props. You know what I'm saying? Like them really meant nothing.
Yeah.
To her to just wear it for a scene because she's just acting. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like when a person might wear, like, a toga, you know what I'm saying, to, like, a party or something like that.
Like,
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
at it right now.
No, I mean, I just thought of your particular situation at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not going to, like, a Greek person going, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Is this cool? You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're doing it respectfully and properly. You know what I'm saying? From
Right.
what you said, like I said, I didn't see it. But from how you described and from what I'm seeing, it wasn't like she was like, AKA, so I'm out here slapping people and, you know what I'm saying, I hate everybody who not light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't what type time she was on.
Exactly.
So, like, there has to be, like, a certain type of, like, it's whatever when it comes to stuff like that. Because if somebody's being represented respectfully, kind of like, even speak on the whole Halloween thing, you know what I'm saying? If they're being represented respectfully, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. But they not my letters, so
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, so, like,
you stay blessed.
you stay blessed.
Amen. Well, I say it's not my problem. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Well, I say
though.
I'm checking everybody repping Battleset Quartet who ain't Battleship Quartet. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I totally respect that people take their fraternity and their sorority serious to the point where they're like they'll put people in check and they'll have uncomfortable conversations and they don't mind addressing it because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, especially the people who are made, you know what I mean, and like really went through the rigorous journey to earn their letters and earn their stripes, like nobody knows what that feels like unless you've done it. And then, like, you can't say to somebody, oh, like, you're being OD, because you didn't go through that journey yourself to understand what it's like. And I'm sure, like, you know, it's like a fine line, though, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
very fine line.
It's like, chill out, but it's also like, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword.
Okay, this is definitely a double-edged sword.
And by the way, the executive director of AKA Sorority Incorporated, Cynthia D. Howe, wrote a message to The Root, and she said, "We were made aware of the unauthorized use of our brand on the HBO show Insecure yesterday morning and are taking steps to protect our brand. Please allow the corporate office to handle this matter. We all have a duty to protect our brand. You can do your part by refraining from engaging with anybody involved with the show or with anyone, including other sororities, on social media about this matter. Thank you for your continued assistance and cooperation." So basically, like, both sides of this conversation is like it's basically what we just said, right? The one side is saying, which is Issa Rae and the directorial team at Insecure, is like, hey man, it's like it's a show. Literally somebody stepped up to say something about Issa. They were like, one of the major directors on the show, I forgot her name, unfortunately, but she was like, not y'all coming for anyone else for my directorial decisions, because everybody was coming out of Amanda Seals, right? Like, you know, she wrote the script and, you know, she was just the actor, right? Amanda Seales is an actress who so beautifully embodies a character. We costume her appropriately. That's how film and TV work. So if you want to come for anyone, I'll take it. Just doing my job, representing us, and trying to do it authentically. Say it again for the people in the back.
Okay.
And that was her on Twitter. One of the ongoing directors. Her name is Melina. I'm gonna butcher this. Masaukis.
Sounds like it to me. Close enough. Gotcha. But yo, so like to open this conversation up more, right?
Yeah.
To open it up more wide, right? So let's go into like the culture that we know, back in front, black culture, right?
Right.
How do you feel like
Black in front.
Black in front? Shout out. Okay.
My wordplay crazy.
Crazy. So how do you feel about cultural appropriation versus appreciation in our culture?
Well, it's like you said many episodes ago, many pods ago. We run culture, right? We are farmers. It's like, nah, we run culture, right? And it's
best
like
insurance commercial right now. Go ahead, go. Who makes the best? Go ahead, go.
Definitely progressive.
Progressive, okay. I can respect that. Go ahead.
But I said that because I had progressive. Their commercials were so good. I'm convinced to pay a ridiculous rate.
Fucking got him, Flo.
For real. But nah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like it's like you said episodes ago, we run culture, right? But I definitely feel like that's an example. We're appropriated more than we're appreciated because, you know, black people they've pioneered in music with rock and jazz and then hip hop and then you name it. To
rock,
be honest,
jazz, country. Name something. Go ahead. I dare you.
Go down the list.
So I say, if you name a genre we ain't created, it's trash. Go ahead, but no, go ahead.
Saying no, but
so cool.
I mean, like hip hop culture as a subculture in general influences everybody, like on a certain level, right? Like do rags have made it into suburban homes.
Yeah,
like do rags are everywhere.
Can't even get waves.
Can't even get waves, and like people are trying to get waves. Like you know what I mean? Like everybody want to be like us.
I seen this one,
but they don't like us at the same time. So it's like, bro, like you mean so?
Yeah,
there's so many layers to that conversation, but it's like, but I feel like in some senses, it's starting to be appreciated more. But then you have like that real like far little right energy where it's like. What's the opening to the one Kendrick song? The line in the song, and I quote, hate po-po, kill us in the street.
Want to kill us in the streets?
Want to kill us in the street, faux show. I don't like it, Bruce.
I don't like it, I don't know.
So it's like, there was one song I was listening to, and it was talking about, it said, it might have been Vince Staples, but it was talking about how it was one of those like talking points, talking about one of those stupid talking points is like hip hop music is responsible for more lives.
Maybe Kendrick.
Blah blah blah. No, it wasn't. I don't think it might be.
That's Kendrick on Damn. He said, if you listen to it, you gotta know. Y'all probably saying it. The joint where he was like, no, actually, I'm lying. That might have been on To Pimp a Butterfly when he was like, this is why I say hip hop has done more to hurt young black people than the police or something like that.
Nah, but there was it was like a different joint because it was like, then the rapper or the artist, whatever, said, he brought up like, dang, what was that shit called with, that shit, not that shit, but like, the native, like the
Trail of Tears?
Not the Trail of Tears, but like, dang, I don't know the correct term that I was looking for, but basically like, somebody was like, oh, so hip-hop music killed all the Native Americans, did this, did that, and did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, oh, chill. But what do you think, bro? How do you feel about, like, when it comes to black culture, the appreciation versus the appropriation talk?
I like it's so hard because, like, recently I've really this YouTube channel called Drugstore Films, and they've done, like, a lot of... I've seen a couple of documentaries that they've done, and most of it is centered around Chicago and like 2007.
Oh wow.
I'll say to like 2000 to now. And it's about all the, you know what I'm saying, GDs, GDK, BD, you know what I'm saying, 600, 300, you know what I'm saying, who these people are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy to watch these things because, right, these people are you know, because they're people. You know what I'm saying? People, like, when people are put in a certain limelight, you know what I'm saying, they're put up to a certain status, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, they're, oh, blah, you know what I'm saying, like they're not viewed as people sometimes. Right. You know, like, I remember when I saw, like, I caught myself in it when I seen, who was it? I think, who was, like, the first big star started? I think it might have been, like, Lil Baby or somebody. But I remember in Made in America, I was talking to Giselle, which is Genty's girlfriend, if y'all know. I'm sure you brought up Genty before. But, so I was talking to her, or maybe I was talking to Genty, but I was just like, wow, like, seeing the people here, it, like, reminds me of, like, how, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how real they are. You know what I'm saying? Because I only see them on Instagram. I see, hey, Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying, out in France with James Harden.
I think I heard you say that, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like, it's just, like, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, like, a real person who jumps around. You know what I'm saying? Like, he breathes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just a figure on my phone or on the TV.
Yeah, they're not some kind of, like, ethereal being.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just
we
like
never see or never know. We just
That's what I'm saying. They're just a regular person. So people forget that. So like to see this drugstore film when they're talking about BDG, you know what I'm saying, all the different gangs, and to just think about the influence that they had and how, you know what I'm saying, everybody know how much of a fan I am of Chief Keef and how much I say he brought up like that
Sosa
entire,
Baby.
you know what I'm saying, Sosa Baby really did
Sosa got a lot of kids, bro.
A lot of kids.
A lot of kids in the industry.
His influence beyond the industry, bro. White boys, you know what I'm saying, in the suburbs wearing, you know what I'm saying, glow gang or no gang, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thought, you know what I'm saying? All that right there is just straight him.
Yeah.
And that's all black, you know what I'm saying? That's all black culture right there.
Right.
So there was a lot of people using the slang, using the word, you know what I'm saying? But then also turning back and being like, oh, all of everything that's happening over there, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You're glorifying this. I feel like appropriation versus appreciation is like when you start to criticize or attack without true understanding of what you're seeing, or of what you're enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw at the you know, and that's like, it's a known. You know what I'm saying? The people. We saw that even when we went to the Made in America, and I can't really remember the Chief Keef concert. I know the Kendrick concert, but I can't remember the Chief concert that we went to. But you know what I'm saying? A majority of fans who are going to these things are white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's appreciation when you're going and you're spending the money, you know what I'm saying, and you're enjoying it. But it starts turning into appropriation when you're from Pine Hill, New Jersey, and you're saying, oh, I'm GDK. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Real people have died over this stuff. You know what I'm saying? 16-year-old kids, 14-year-old kids, people who never saw it past the age of 20.
Wow.
People whose OGs in the gangs was 29. You know what I'm saying? Like this is appropriation right here. When you're starting to act like you're a part of it, or like you're criticizing, you're like, oh, well, like, I like the music, but there's some thugs. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you start to turn a corner into appropriation. So that's how I feel about it. Especially, like I said, I just been watching a lot of them things. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in that type of stuff, like I know I was at some point, and just hearing all the different stories about who these people really were is extremely interesting. So
I subscribed as soon as you brought it up. Drugstore
really?
Films, yeah.
Yeah, nah, shout out to them. But yeah, they definitely doing real good work. But I think that's all I got for that. Sorry if I started rambling.
It's all good, bro. I like the passion that you had behind that message.
Yeah, no, it's just, you know what I'm saying. We got to be very aware of how we're taking in information.
Yeah.
And how we're putting it out back to people, because
exactly,
it's a very thin line between appreciation and appropriation.
Right. And I feel like, you know, it's like in the definition, you know, by definition, it's like it's really controversial when members of a dominant culture appropriate from minority cultures. So it's like to be mindful of maybe, let's say, black folk, right? What we're taking from Native American culture, or maybe like some Hispanic cultures, right? Or like, you know, different things like that. It's one thing to appreciate it, but it becomes different when you try to represent that without knowing what it truly means. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, we got to be mindful, understand what we're representing, and, you know, there's just some things that you cannot take as your own.
Like, bro,
plain and simple.
You are not GDK. You are
not the
PF.
father.
You are not. You are not OTF. You are not No Limit. You are none of these things because the
Stop
real
saying
people.
Fuck 63rd.
People from 63rd will murder you. In
literally,
real
bro.
life.
Like
what are you saying right now?
You want zero smoke.
You want zero smoke from anybody who has ever lived on 63rd, bro. Stop the cat. You know what I'm saying? Like people be so annoying, bro. Trying to act.
Yo, you know what's funny? I said that to my sister. She put on Took Her to the O. She's actually the reason why I even knew about the song, to be honest.
Took Her to the O?
Yeah. She was. I was driving her back to her mom's crib and stuff, and she put on Took Her to the O, and she was screaming "fuck 63rd," blah blah blah. I'm like, I said, "Where's 63rd?" Because I already knew where 63rd was at, but I'm like, "Yo, where's 63rd?" She just was quiet.
It's crazy.
I was like, "Shut that."
That's what I'm saying. And watching these documentaries, it's like, oh, Jakara Barnes lived on 63rd, and it's like, dang, like, and she got killed at 16. You know, it's like, these are real people that you guys are saying stuff behind. So,
right.
Let's just be mindful.
Watch your mouth.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Watch your mouth, bro.
Because you go ahead and pop off on Because you go ahead and pop off on this shit around the wrong person. You see how serious they'll take it.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody out there, everybody who tuned into this episode. You got anything to say to the people, Fry?
Peace, love, positivity, shalom as always. Love you guys. Please continue to leave 5-star ratings on Apple. So far, I think we have about 5 to 10 and 2 people that left meaningful comments. So I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate it.
Spread love, man. It's the Brooklyn way.
We have a lot of things in the works. In a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
I think next week you want to announce the official.
Oh no, we can drop it now, man. We're gonna be doing Pod 97. We're gonna be having rappers at least once a month. We're gonna have a rapper do a showcase of their talents with some freestyle, a singer. I already have a good list of people that are ready to go, man. So y'all get y'all freestyles ready, man.
If you're hearing this and you want to be on it, let us know. Send us a DM.
Slide in a DM, man. You know somebody who needs to be on it. Send them our page and let's connect.
Yeah, for sure. Then once January drops,
pencil tap beats only. It's like, no.
Pencil tap, bro. I can never pencil. I'm so trash at pencil tapping. I was never good at that doing. My coordination isn't there. I was like, okay, I give up. Like my drum was always trash. When January drops, we have a new series dropping.
Hey.
So, we're very excited for everything that we're doing, and we hope you guys are excited too. We hope you've been enjoying the episodes as much as we've enjoyed making them.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, definitely that's what I'm saying. So, I realized that's all I was saying. So, shout out to y'all, because once again, y'all are Special Clothes Talk, along with us being Special Clothes Talk.
Yeah.
So, love, peace, love, positivity. Anything else, Fry?
Nah. Love y'all guys.
All right, y'all. Peace. And there that goes for, you know what I'm saying? Shout